From Crosby Village
to your radio.
Bliss Radio. This is
Bliss Radio.
Bliss Radio.
DJ Smigger rocks.
Bliss Radio.
The Heavy North. The lads are all in the studio and I'm going to be speaking to them live on air very, very shortly. That was a little taster of what the lads can do, and I'm going to be playing another one from the lads, and we may even get a little bit of an acoustic session towards the end of the interview. Make sure you stay tuned. This is Bliss Radio, the station that rocks every Monday night. You are listening to Bliss Radio. This is the Rock Show with me, DJ Smigger, till 10 p.m. tonight. I've got my very special guests in, the Heavy North. Good evening, lads.
Good evening.
Right, if you haven't heard of the Heavy North before, where have you been? Where have you been living? What's been going on? These lads are local to this area, and they've released a couple of songs already, which I'm sure you can get on Spotify, iTunes.
Yeah, get it all on Spotify, iTunes.
All platforms.
All platforms.
All the usual platforms. You may have heard I played one of the songs earlier, and I will be playing another one shortly. And if we're lucky, we may even get something acoustically off the lads. So first of all, can you introduce yourselves?
I'm Mark.
Hi, Mark.
Hi, Mark.
I'm from Mark. I play drums.
Good drummer.
I'm Kenny, the lead singer and rhythm guitarist.
I'm Steve. I play keys and organ.
I'm Andy, I'm the bass player.
Well, nice to meet you. Now everybody knows who the Heavy North are. First of all, can I ask, I've known Kenny for quite some time because we're related.
Yes, we've known each other for a while, Lee.
And you know, I know Kenny used to be in a band called Jacoby.
Yes,
which
yes,
obviously,
indeed.
if you're a follower of Jacoby, they used to play the Zanzibar and all over the place and stuff, and heebie-jeebies and stuff. But can I ask a bit about all years, how you got to know each other, any previous bands you've been with, that type of stuff?
Yeah, I suppose one thing to mention was I'm from Maghull myself, and Kenny grew up the road in Kirby. And we must have been about...
Lovely little village, Kirby.
I think I must have been about 16, and you must have been about, what, 20, 21, something like that?
Oh, I wasn't that old.
No? And anyway, we were in a band for a couple of years, and then we kind of went separate ways.
Yeah,
Had a
the Shores.
few things on. Yeah, the band were called the Shores at the time.
I actually remember the Shores from one of Kenny's birthday parties.
Big shout out to Rudsack.
Oh yeah,
Adam.
yeah.
And the drummer fell off the stage, was it?
Oh, Dobbo.
He didn't actually fall off the stage. I'm sure he pushed the drums off the stage
And then
when
followed it. Yeah, well, that was his
thing.
thing. That was his thing. He
He
got a
was
bit...
the wild man.
Yeah, you could say he was the wild man. He used to just like dive it first into his drum kit and rock and roll. I just broke my arm.
So yeah, we played a few gigs together years ago, and as I say, I mean, not sure of age too much, but that was about 12, 15 years ago.
Yeah, and I've basically just been pestering him ever since. Stay, join my band. And you should be in my band with me. What's going on?
And then Kenny introduced me to Jose, who's the fifth member of the band, who's not here tonight. Unfortunately, he's out in by Barcelona, isn't he? So
Granada.
Granada.
Yeah, that's where his hometown, Granada.
So Jose was the lead guitar player in Jacoby alongside Ken.
Yeah.
So was it early this year or end of last year or something like that?
Back in the last year, we spoke, I think, about getting together and jamming. Yeah, definitely.
So we got into Jose's studio, the three of us, and then I think, I can't remember, Andy or Mark came along first.
Yeah, Mark was first. Yeah, Mark.
It was a bit more of a jammy one that as well, because I didn't know you guys beforehand. It was actually through Bandmix you messaged me, wasn't it? I remember. So because I was between bands.
Yeah. It's like a dating website for musicians.
Check it out.
I was between bands and doing a bit of stuff for solo artists with our band and beyond. So I had some like drum videos up online, like just saying from Liverpool, I look for a project. You got in touch, and then that's how I met you guys, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So a bit more jamming on that, but it worked out really well.
Brilliant. Oh, well, there you go. If you're looking for any members of your band, if you're currently in one, what was that the band dating website again?
It's called Bandmix. It's like was it a musician advertisement page, isn't it? So
there you go. So Bandmix, you can find yourself a drummer, or you can find love. Who knows? Or both. Or in Kenny's case, both.
Yeah. I love you, Mark.
Mark, you as a friend.
Yeah. What about yourself?
Yeah, no, I used to work with Kenny. Got chatting there. I've always played and I've written for different bands, and I used to be the front man of a band when I was about 16, 17, and then up until about 19, and then that split up, and then we started doing a few other things, just writing for various other things, and then started working with Kenny, and then I used to predominantly play guitar, and then Kenny says a bass player going, so I thought I'd buy one and give it a go.
Yeah, and he used to come into the office all the time. Yeah, look at this new riff. Sound that, mate. So that's where we're at.
So it was basically, look at this riff. Can I join your band?
Yeah.
Kenny's banging.
Okay, so that's how you got together. What was the idea behind the music? I mean, I know obviously I've heard previous stuff from yourself, Kenny, with Jacoby and all that, and that was a bit more heavy rock. What's the inspiration for the Heavy North? Because from my opinion, don't quote me, I may be wrong, but from my opinion, it sounds like there's a little touch of soul in there somewhere.
Yeah, definitely. I think definitely with Kenny's vocals. I think we're all in our different inspirations, like individually. Like I'm a big Bowie and Joy Division fan, but obviously Kenny's a big Rolling Stones fan as well.
Yeah,
big Doors fan.
Yeah.
So I think we kind of got very kind of bluesy soul thing going on.
It all came from very groove based stuff as well, though, from jamming in the studio to this all evolved from sort of like a groove, like then that onto a more full songs. That's where like the bluesier sort of stuff came from as well.
Came together quite organically as well. Yeah. So there's been a couple of tunes that Jose and Ken worked on in Jacoby, which we've kind of rehashed a little bit. But I think some of the other tunes we got kind of just fallen in place.
Yeah. Well, it's really easy how we go about working, because the thing is, we could be working on a tune, and it's never a case of anyone will stand there and go, you play this, or you play this note for note, or whatever. Everyone just kind of picks it up themselves.
Someone starts something and then it just...
That's exactly
naturally...
what it is now.
Well, yeah, because it's like, you know, I'm not the drummer. The drummer's the drummer. You play whatever you want, whatever you're comfortable with. If I have an idea...
Pull yourself off the stage.
yeah. No, you know, if you have an idea, like if someone else has an idea, suggest it, but by all means, you do what you want, you know what I mean? It's just
if you think something's going to work in that tune, then that's your specialist area, isn't it, really?
Yeah, so everyone just contributes, so it's really easy way of working.
And even in recording, it came together very organically, didn't it? It was sort of in a position where we could record as we went as well.
Yeah.
And that all came together very smoothly, didn't it?
Well, yeah, because our main man, Jose, he's a producer, and he's got his own studio called Third Planet Recording Third Planet Record. I've got the t-shirts. I'm reading it off my chest. Third Planet Recording Studios.
What you don't know while you're listening is Kenny's actually pointing at his t-shirt. He's as if you're going to see.
Look, everyone, look at my t-shirt.
He doesn't know how radio works.
We will get a couple of photographs at some point, and they'll be on my Facebook and the Heavy Notes Facebook and stuff, so you can see the t-shirt that Kenny's been pointing at.
It's beautiful. Thank you, Jose. It was a gift.
Well, apparently, I had a band on a couple of weeks ago, the High Rip.
Oh, Jose mentioned them?
Yeah, apparently there's a connection with Jose there, something to do with the studio maybe, because they've just released an EP as well.
Yeah, Jose's been working with them, yeah, I mean, he's really good. Jose's actually the one that's produced our two singles that we've brought out, and we're currently working our way through an album. So we've got a few more tracks that have been recorded. It's just waiting to kick on and do all the boring side of it, really. Just working on all the what's the word we're looking for?
Well, the backbone is.
Oh, the back. Yeah.
There you go. The spine.
The spine. We're working on the vertebrae column.
On the spine, not just the spine of the album, but it's written on the spine on the CD release as well.
Yeah, that's it.
That was one of the worst jokes I've ever said.
Well, Jose has been it's been boss having him behind the mixing desk and all that with us as well, because I suppose we've gone at our own pace, haven't we, as well?
Yeah. He's the most. Well, he's just the coolest person I know. He's just like dead easy, just
laid back. And
honestly, yeah. I mean, for a producer as well, you know, he's so talented. You know, like not only he's an amazing guitarist, but he's an amazing producer, and just being able to work with him is just like it's a privilege for me. Yeah. You know, just like on every level in terms of him being a brilliant guitarist, a brilliant producer, and just a boss guy.
I'm guessing a bit with him not being here, he said to you beforehand to make sure you big me up.
Yeah. He's gonna message us now.
He's told me to give you this 20.
He's gonna message you now and tell you what you forgot to say about him. Okay, then. Well, obviously you got two singles released at the moment. I played one before. I'm going to play the other one shortly. Any story behind the tracks? Like, you know, is there an old lover who it's written about? You know, is there anything to the band that it's about, or is it just literally let's put them words together?
No, it's just like storytelling. I mean, to be honest, I
think musically it's just, as I say, it's quite organic. We just jam it out really, but Kenny does all the lyrics mainly as well.
I was just going to say something I like about the lyrics as well, is that they kind of evolve with the jams as well. Like, you'll be penning stuff as we jam. And sometimes by the time the riff's done, you'll actually have like a verse or so the lyrics actually evolve with the as we're jamming out instrumentally as well, which I quite like. So it's all kind of all packaged together.
Well, yeah, I mean, because I'm not the type of writer who'll sit there and like have a list of lyrics and then try and fit them into the music. I'd rather just bounce off the music. I find that if you do that, it's like trying to stick a circle through a square hole. You know what I mean? It just doesn't fit. Yeah, so I'll just stand there like a divvy going, and just till something comes out. But it's worked for me so far.
Well, I mean, to be fair, I've heard some artists. I mean, there's the famous one from Spandau Ballet. Where what is it?
That's exactly what I'm like.
It's basic. Well, yeah, obviously, I get that Spandau Ballet vibe from it anyway.
Is it the pink shirt?
No, but there's a bit in the song where he actually says, I don't know what rhymes with that or something like. Literally, I can't think of what to sing here, so I'll sing that. You know.
But yeah, it has happened, say, quite organically. I mean, Don't You Wait For Me was
that was just like a big long jam.
That was a jam.
Yeah, we were kind of going for like a Dawsey vibe, wasn't it, initially? When we first done it, it was a bit too Dawsey because do you ever walk on side? It was just proper tune.
You may as well have been a Doors tribute at that point.
Yeah, but as it's evolved, I've kind of toned it down a bit so it kind of fits in more with our own sound, you know what I mean? Because we don't want to be Doors tribute.
The Night Don't Give No Love, the second single, that was one of yours and Ose's.
Yeah, that was originally a Jacoby tune, but we've rehashed it and made it a Heavy North tune.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's basically just storytelling. It kind of is what it's, you know, you can't just go along with the lyrics really and just...
Yeah.
And again, like, play what you want to play, so like, you stick your parts in, Marco sticks his parts in, and same with Penn, Jose and me, like, we stick whatever we want in.
Just adds your own little bit into it, everything, yeah. Well, funny story, I actually played one of your tracks last week on the Rock Show, and then on Saturday I co-host a sports show with Gary, and you actually know Gary as well.
Yeah, I know Gary Williams. Yeah, he's a nice guy.
Yeah, he's been paid to say that as well. But I played a song on the sports show, and Gary said the same thing that I was thinking, that it reminded him of the likes of Little Stevie and the Disciples of Soul, you know, Stevie Van Zandt.
Oh yeah.
Who used to be, or he still is, sort of in the East Street bands with Bruce Springsteen. Yeah. But he's got his own thing going, hasn't he? Stevie and the Disciples of Soul. And Gary said the same thing. I'd thought it, and Gary said it to me as well. Like, so I was like, no, I don't know if you've listened to much of Stevie's stuff, but it's similar, and which is a good compliment, because Gary
loves them.
Gary's a ridiculous fan of Bruce Springsteen and Stevie Van Zandt. So
that's cool.
It's a good little compliment for you, isn't it?
Thanks, Gary.
We haven't had too many carnival. I don't know what people say what we sound like. Do you know what I mean? There's a couple of things like, but
yeah.
I've had a few people say it's very bluesy. And that was we were trying to decide what to call it, and you should have coined
kind of bluesy
blues rock, and then a few people did come up and say it's got a very bluesy vibe. So I think
it was like, you know, Black Rebel or that Old Them Witches as well. We sound a bit like them.
Yeah, it's hard to pinpoint because everybody is something different, isn't it? Really, you know what I mean? I'm happy enough with letting people who listen to it go, this is what it sounds like to me. You know what I mean? Because everyone listens to different music, and if they like it, they like it.
Well, that's it. I mean, from everybody I've spoke to anyway, have all liked it.
No,
they've all had different opinions on who you sound like, but it's all been positive.
Yeah.
You know, none of them have been saying, "Oh, Kenny sounds like a wailing cat," or not. Just myself.
Just Lee.
No, just me. Yeah. Nobody said that. It's all been positive stuff. People have said it sounds like a little bit of blues, as you say, bit of blues, bit of soul, a bit of Stevie Van Zandt randomly. Yeah. But it's all good stuff. So I believe you have got a gig coming up in Liverpool.
Yes, we do, yeah. The Caledonia on this Saturday.
Yeah, Saturday the 1st.
Yeah, with Saturday. Very talented Dan Wilson.
Yeah, singer The Cubicle. So Dan's playing with his band.
The Counterfactuals.
Yeah, Dan Wilson, The Counterfactuals, and we're made up to be playing with them on Saturday at the Cali in town. It's free entry as well, and it's our first Liverpool show. I mean, the only gig we've done was in Manchester about 10 days ago.
Yeah, the night and day, and we absolutely smashed it, didn't we?
Yeah, it went down well, to be fair.
Do you want to? We're going back there.
Going back there, yeah, at the end of March. Might be playing a few more shows either side of it as well. But this is our first hometown show this Saturday, so we're looking forward to it. And obviously, we have a lot of mates and family and fans.
Yeah, it's going to be absolutely rammed.
Is it a ticketed event?
No,
completely free. Just
free entry.
Yeah.
Oh, brilliant.
And we'll be on about 8, half 8, something like that.
I'll probably say later, you know. But yeah, you're best getting there early anyway, because it's going to be absolutely rammed.
Yeah.
It's only a small venue, you know, you take about 3 people to come and watch us, and you won't be able to move.
Well, all 3 of our listeners might turn up. Right, well, you heard that the Heavy North are going to be performing live in the Caledonia on Saturday. We're going to be finding out a little bit more about some upcoming gigs and hopefully some more music that he's working on. But stay tuned, I'm going to play Don't You Wait For Me by the Heavy North straight after the ads.
DJ Smigger rocks.
Bliss Radio.
Heavy North, Don't You Wait For Me, live on Bliss Radio, the rock show with me, DJ Smigger. I'm actually sitting here with the lads from the Heavy North as we speak.
Hello.
Hello again. I tell you what, right, I played the other track that you gave me earlier, which is brilliant, but that one is my favourite. Up to now, I'd say, out of the two, that's my favourite. What's the score? Are they both on the EP, or are they what's
well, they're both being released on Spotify and iTunes.
Yeah, they're both just kind of standalone singles at the moment. Like, I mean, they may well form some sort of release later, but we thought we wanted to get the tunes out there. I suppose we we've been writing and recording some of the tunes for a while. It felt like a bit of a shame to kind of wait till we built a body of work, until he's a new band, you know what I mean? We want to get out there and
get it out there and get yourselves known straight away.
Yeah, let people know what we're about, innit, really.
A couple of people got hold of them and done a bit of a write-up as well. And
yeah, it's been a good few little mentions and reviews online for us, which we appreciate. Because it was one of them, we didn't necessarily have a big promotional campaign at all. We kind of just put the tunes out there and let the music speak for itself. We put a couple of little teasers on SoundCloud, just to give people like a minute and a half.
Yeah, I think I've seen them on like Facebook links and stuff like that.
Yeah, I think the next one we're going to do is up there on SoundCloud now. It's a little preview. That's called As Long As You're Here With Me.
When he's looking at that being ready and out there. In other words, when can I have it? Exclusively playing on Bliss.
We've recorded quite a few tunes. It's just we're just doing all the spine, as you mentioned.
All the spine, all the backbone.
You know, all the work behind the scenes, really, just trying to get them where they need to be and make sure we're in the right place moving forward, because you don't want to just go, here's everything I want. Thank you.
Foundation for most of us guys, just the little bits on top, isn't it? Kind of like all little touches
we're probably going to release that towards the end of the year, early next year. If I'm going to do a little acoustic tune for you in a little while, I'll do that. It's a nice little strip back soul number.
Like a little bit of a tease of it then.
Oh yeah, I'll get an acoustic version.
Yeah.
Bliss Unplugged.
Bliss Unplugged exclusive.
I know, you'll have to bring a CD out, Lee.
I will be definitely shortly. I've had a couple of emails asking some questions for you. First of all, I had an email from Rebecca in Kirby. She says she loves your t-shirt, Kenny. It's lovely.
Thank you very much.
I think she's just bigging you up there.
Yeah, I think the Jose will be more happy about that.
We've had plenty of emails saying can't wait to see this t-shirt off various people. But we've also had an email off a lady called Louise who's asked a couple of questions I've already asked you. Who's influenced you and stuff, because your style's a bit different, but we've already done that. And the main one is she's seen some of your photographs on Facebook and Instagram and or whatever, all the social platforms. Hopefully she's only seen the nice ones.
No such thing as a bad one.
But she said she's seen some of your photographs, and her actual question is, do you have a photographer, and if you do, who is it? How can she get them? I don't know whether she's in a band herself or what, but the photos must be really good.
Yeah, we have a I'm going to say we have a fella, but yeah.
Andy's got a fella.
Yeah, we're quite fortunate to work with a Liverpool photographer. It's called Blue 22 Photography. So people want to look up any more of his photos. He's got a whole wealth of stuff on his Instagram account there. But we're very fortunate. He's been down the studio a couple of times and also came to our Manchester gig as well. So got some good responses from some of the pictures and stuff.
Yeah, and he's done promo shots as well, hasn't he?
Yeah, so quite fortunate.
Yeah,
that kind of compliments for tunes a little bit, I think, and getting out there with the music's one thing, but also having a couple of images, some visual stuff to go with that as well at this stage.
Yeah, it makes it a lot easier for us, doesn't it? You know what I mean? It's just one less thing to be worrying about, you know what I mean?
You got somebody who comes out.
Yeah, so that's Blue 22 Photography.
Blue 22 Photography.
Just like you see already as well, because he does a lot of stuff for the being Liverpool show. Like, some of that's been featured, the street photography, and so that's a chance a lot of people already seen it if they watch that.
Well, I noticed the one on the page, the Heavy North Band page, which is on Facebook. And the one of, I think Kenny's holding out a glass ball or something. That's a brilliant photo, to be fair. Like, I thought that myself straight away. Like,
I was trying to be like David Bowie on Labyrinth.
Well, you've got the hair.
Yeah. Sort of. You'll have to back home with a bit.
I think it's good.
Start robbing babies.
Yeah, let's not do that. Okay, hopefully, Louise, that's answered your question. So you said you've got the Caledonia this Saturday. So that's this Saturday in Liverpool City Centre, if you can make it. It's free entry. You're on with some other entertainment as well.
Yeah, Dan Wilson and the Counterfactuals.
Yeah, okay. And do you have anything lined up in between now and Christmas, anywhere else? Any other couple of gigs? And also, before you answer that, we might have one or two of our listeners could be running a bar or a club and looking to book a band themselves. How would they go about booking you?
Well, yeah, I think you can get in touch with us on the social media channels. So we're talking Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. If anyone wants to get in touch with the bands, I mean, at the moment we're looking at doing some shows in the new year, I think now. So I've got a feeling this Caledonia gig might be the last one of the year for us, but also our first hometown show. But yeah, we'd say we're already penciling some shows towards the end of March next year. And there could be a Liverpool show maybe a bit before that, maybe February time. But if they connect with the Heavy North on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, the usual channels, we post other stuff on there.
I didn't go about booking you.
That's the one.
Great. Okay. Well, thank you very much, boys. Shortly, I've got a song by The Doors to play, just because we mentioned them before, just as a tribute. So I'm going to play some Doors, and then we're going to have. Is it yourself, Kenny, going to perform something live in the Bliss?
The Blues.
I forgot how to talk once again. In the Bliss Radio Studios. This is going to be the second ever live performance in here. We've only had one live performance so far. So it'll be the second live performance, and it's going to be Kenny Stewart from the Heavy North.
From Crosby Village
To your radio.
Bliss Radio.
Trying to make it work, to know how to feel, not much love in the words, no one talking, no, the evil looking, no one trying. Me cry, but I don't care. No. I don't care. Can't you see, baby? As long as you're here with me, as long as you're here with me. Rain and thunder. Thank you very much.
I tell you what, absolutely fantastic. I hope you were listening and you really enjoyed that. I actually went a little bit on Facebook Live there as well while you were performing.
Sound.
No, I didn't want to tell you. I didn't want you to get all
because the millions and millions of people that were there.
Well, obviously, I mean, we've got hundreds of thousands of listeners, but then obviously my friends on Facebook have got millions, so...
Sam, thank you very much.
But thank you very much for performing live for us, Ken, and thank you to all the lads as well. Big thank you for coming in, boys, and hopefully, remember, you've been on Bliss Radio, so when you're really, really famous, just make sure you come back for me. You've got to do me that favour.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Nice for having us, Lee.
Yeah, it's been a pleasure. Thank you very much, Lee.
Thank you very much.
Well, hopefully I'll see you soon.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, we don't see each other enough, do we? Considering we're family.
On Saturday.
Sorry?
On Saturday?
Yes, I could actually see it on Saturday. That's a good shout, actually. I'm normally in Lisbon on Saturday, but this Saturday I'm not, so I might be there.
Yes.
I get free entry, don't I? Like everybody else.
You're on the guest list.
Oh, well, there you go. If you enjoyed the Heavy North, obviously you must have, because absolutely fantastic songs and fantastic live performance from Kenny. Make sure you get yourselves down to the Caledonia in Liverpool City Centre on Saturday. It is going to be a show not to be missed, possibly the last show of the year for the lads, so if you do want to see the boys, make sure you get down there. We'll be seeing Kenny and all the boys very, very shortly when the multi-millionaires and really famous. You are listening to Bliss Radio. This is the station that offers you more, and the station that rocks every Monday night.
DJ Smigger rocks.
Bliss Radio. From Crosby Village
To your radio.